Black Ops 2 was the last amazing Call of Duty, and then things started to progressively go downhill. Black Ops 2 was revolutionary for its time. It introduced the Pick 10 system for Creator class, which let players construct a setup tailored to their playstyle. If you don't use lethals or tacticals, just leave them out. Don't use a secondary, leave it out as well, and just load up on attachments and perks. This was a monumental shift in how the series was played at the time. Then the kill streaks were changed into score streaks, which I think is still the best system level change COD ever made up to that point. You got rewarded for playing the objective. There was an incentive to hop on the flag, plant the bomb, capture a hardpoint, and the streaks themselves were improved from the previous games. The death machine was usable over multiple lives, the load style was an improved version of MW3's Reaper, the warship was an improved chopper gunner, and the list goes on. There were fewer attachments in Black Ops 2 and the older CODs, but they all served a purpose, and all of them could be used successfully. For example, the select fire attachment completely changed the semi-auto weapons in the game, and quick draw and stock became genuine tools, not just token attachments. If you compare that to the gunsmith in recent titles, you see how far things have changed. These days, the main aspect of customization is gunsmith and the player skins, which are usually brought. Gunsmith gives you a bunch of attachments to mix and match, but only a handful are actually viable. If you ran anything else, chances were you were probably going to get stomped. In Black Ops 2, it felt like less is more, and the current games, it feels like more is less. That's where the design philosophy shift met the business model shift. Somewhere along the way, cosmetics started to take precedence. Updates had more to do with what skin was dropping than what changed in the gameplay. Battle passes became the focal point, and it became obvious that a series which used to give you almost everything at purchase was suddenly holding content back just so you'd pay extra for it. Gone were the days of grinding for gold and diamond camo. Now you'd just buy your way to start feeling special. The newer CODs added Gunsmith, new movement mechanics, and Warzone. All of it moved COD further away from its heart and soul in my opinion. Movement became more mechanically demanding. You could out-aim someone, outthink them with map knowledge, and still lose to a guy sliding around a corner like a cheetah. Some players loved that, but for others, it took the focus off positioning and map awareness, the skills that used to be a staple of the classic Call of Duties. You saw the first sugar hit of this with the jetpacks in Advanced Warfare. It was fun for a bit, but by the third game in a row with jetpacks, everyone was over it. Then Warzone shifted the incentive structure entirely. Multiplayer stopped feeling like a game mode you enjoyed and started feeling like a simulator used for leveling up your guns for Warzone. The older CODs added depth. The current ones add complexity, and for an arcade shooter, that's the wrong direction in my opinion. People want to boot up the game and forget about the world, not sweat every single game just to go positive. It reminds me of that quote, people muddy the waters to make it look deep. COD added a bunch along the way, but it took away a bunch that made COD COD.